My mind is not a palace. It's a prison of my own making. I'm always buried in my own thoughts, in a world of impossibilities. Even during class, I'm engrossed in what's going on within than what is being taught. I'm not bad at studies. I just can't focus with everything going on in my head. I'm never bored alone. I keep myself busy at home, watching movies or reading books. That's the only time I don't have horror movie scenarios playing in my head, and when I'm sleeping, of course. My mind is at peace. I'm not usually the type who gets scared easily, given my love for the horror genre and my brain's ability to cook up the most absurd, scary chain of events, but there is something about the dark that I just can't shake off. My mind won't let me. Maybe it's not the dark that I fear, but what lies within the darkness. I can't say this enough. Lately, whenever I try to sleep at night with the lights off, I see a shadow in the corner of the room which isn't supposed to be there. The street light is enough to light up the room to the point where I can see everything. It's not the brightest, but you get the lay of the land. The shadow shouldn't bother me, but it does. Not because it is something, but because my mind makes it out to be something horrific. I can't keep myself from thinking of all the horrendous things this figure could be. Almost looks as if it's slouched. It used to look like a blob, but it seems as though it keeps becoming clearer with each passing day. I can now make out its hands hanging on its sides, slouched head, facing the corner, long hair dangling over its face. My mind is playing games with me. A few days have passed, and I'm starting to have sleepless nights. The figure is clearer than ever. It looks like a person with long hair bent over something. I don't have the guts to go close to it to inspect it, but I know it isn't real. It can't be? Last night was the worst. This time, the figure was facing me. I could make out its face. It was grinning from ear to ear, its eyes wide open with a dead stare. It was looking right at me. It was still bent over, but its neck was impossibly long and curved at such a weird angle that it seemed like its head was about to fall off. The best I can describe it is as a vulture's physique. I couldn't sleep. I kept staring at it till the sun rose and lit up the room to assure me there was nothing there. It has been a few days, and I felt like I should write this down. I have been left scarred and shaken. After what happened earlier, I had been trying to stay up at night because I just had an uneasy feeling. Something wasn't right. I was up using my phone late that night, and I don't remember how or when, but I dozed off because of exhaustion. I remember waking up because of a hypnic jerk, or so I thought at the time. When I opened my eyes, I saw the hideous face which always glared at me from the corner, right on top of me. It stood upright like a man, but nothing about it felt human for long. Its torso was narrow and taut, wrapped in skin stretched too tight over avian bone, its chest rising and falling in quick, restless breaths. From its shoulders unfurled a pair of wings, vast, ragged things, feathers layered in uneven rows, some sleek and glossy, others bent and broken as if chewed by the sky itself. Its face was the worst of it. The skull was elongated, subtly beaked yet split by a grin that carved itself from ear to ear, far wider than any mouth should stretch. The lips pulled back permanently, exposing rows of thin, needle-like teeth that caught the light even when the creature stood still. That smile never changed, never softened, never tightened, only waited. Its eyes were large and set too high, glossy and unblinking, with pupils that jittered and quivered as if struggling to focus on a single reality. Looking into them felt like staring into something that was looking back from several places at once. They didn't just see, you felt measured, unstitched, known. The legs were long and stilt-like, bending the wrong way at the joints, ending in talons sharp enough to score stone. Each step was precise and delicate, as if it could balance on the edge of a blade. When it moved, there was a soft scrape of claw against ground, a sound that lingered longer than it should. It never announced itself with a cry. Instead, it leaned forward, wings flexing slowly, smile widening by degrees you could swear weren't possible, and watched, patient, delighted, until the simple act of being seen by it began to feel like madness. It got close to my face, grinning as it did, eyes locked on mine. It smelled me, as if it was taking a whiff of my fear, enjoying it. The last thing it did was lick the side of my face with its rough, leather-like tongue before climbing out of the window and vanishing into the darkness. I haven't been the same, and to this day, I dread the night.